Been a hardcore video gamer since I was a kid. Now I'm collecting complete collections if they're under £5. PS3. Hello and welcome once more to VG Trader and my complete PS3 collection for £5 or less. It's a PS3 collection, it's £5 or less. What does that mean? I don't hear you say. Let me explain to you today. Almost rhymed. Basically, I'm trying to get a complete PS3 collection by spending £5 or less on each game. So this is another video of games I picked up for the collection. So let's begin. And the first game I picked up for £2 was, it's actually got £2 written on it because I picked it up at a car boot sale. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I've never played this game. I've played some of the Assassin's Creed games. I want to get a copy of Black Flag. My son actually had it, but it was his game and he decided to trade it in because he wanted to buy something else, which I kind of regret not just giving him, a tenner for it and just getting it off him. But he had it on the PS4, so it wouldn't have, really helped this collection. Black Flag I really liked because, you could have a pirate ship. But this is Brotherhood. And by the looks of it, there's no pirate ships. You're just an assassin. Anyway, another Assassin's Creed game. Next one is Heavy Rain, which is supposed to be a great game. It's got a lot of mini games, I think, in it. I'm not sure what the story is, but yes, it contains strong language, violence, and sex. These are a few of my favourite pastimes. So I'll have to give that a go. Unlike anything else you will play this year. 9 out of 10. Well, I hate it when they say stuff like that because they have no idea what I play, have they? They don't know. They don't know me. I could play 20 games that are exactly the same. In fact, I could just have a really bad memory and play this every day and think I was playing a new game. They don't know me. Heavy Rain. I think this version also, is this Move compatible? No, it isn't. But there is a Move compatible version of this game as well. I'm not going to try and pick that one up as well unless I see it for like 50p and then I'll trade that version in. And the next one I picked up is Overlord Raising Hell. I'm trying to pick up Overlord 2 as well. And one thing that really annoyed me about this game is when I bought it, it came with the map, yeah? But no blooming instructions, so I never feel like I've quite got the game unless it's got all the bits in. So if anyone does have a spare version of the instructions for Overlord Raising Hell, I'd really appreciate it because I've sort of half got that game, but I feel not quite, even though I've got the game. And you're an overlord and you have loads of minions that you can send off. It's actually quite a cool game. So I've got that one and looking for Overlord 2. The next one is a golf game. Now, anyone who's watched some of these other videos, they know I love golf games. Hate golf. Oh yes, I never watch it on TV. Boring game. But to play, I think golf makes the perfect video game. Because my conditions for the perfect video game are this. 1, I want escapism from my normal life. In my normal life, I don't play golf. 2, I want something that's sort of pick up and play, like golf. 3, I don't want to play multiplayer with some annoying cretinous kids who are just going to swear at each other and say, you suck. I know I suck. I don't need someone telling me I suck or telling someone else they suck. I don't want to hear it. I'd rather play a single player game. And with golf, you can play against the computer usually. Or you can play online if you have a friend. I might get one day. Who knows? Probably get loads of comments now going, either, oh, you're never going to get a friend. Have you seen any of your videos? They're crap. Or the opposite. I'll be your friend. To be honest, I think I prefer the first comment. Yeah, so John Daly's Pro Stroke Golf. I don't know who John Daly is. Is he a golfer? I guess he must be, because it would be silly if he was a milkman. In America, I don't know if you have milkmen, but here, they're people that deliver milk. They're not really that popular anymore, because milk's sort of cheap. There we go. John Daly's Pro Stroke Golf. Haven't played it, but it doesn't look as good as Tiger Woods. But then again, what does? Next game, it is a move game, and it's Racquet Sports. This one I think I paid 50p for this. This is one of the cheapest games I bought. Yeah, it's got a few racket sports. It's got tennis, badminton, squash, table tennis and beach tennis. So really a tennis-y sort of compilation. Racket Sports. Never played it. Don't think I ever will play it unless, again, I'll find a friend. Next game is Backbreaker. I'm not big on American football. I'm sorry, America. Mainly, again, because I'm not that into sports, but this one sounds especially good because revolutionary live animation system means that no hit, pile up or gang tackle will ever be the same again. I think you can break bones and it shows it in this. So it looks quite cool. Backbreaker, I think that's actually going to become a really rare game. I paid $2.50 for it, so I was quite pleased. The next one is another sports game. Sports games are so cheap, so they're games that I'm sort of picking up really quickly. And it's NBA Live 08. And as you see, I bought it pre-owned for 99p, not even a pound. Again, I haven't got around to playing it yet. I will get around to playing one of these because I haven't played a basketball game since like Mega Drive. I think it's called NBA Jam or something like that. It might not have even been the Mega Drive, it could have been before that. But I haven't played a basketball game in years, and I actually used to really like playing basketball games. But yeah, again, I'm not really into sport, but I'll give it a go. Right, next one, it's a sport game. And it's Virtual Tennis 2009. If you played the original Virtual Tennis, is it Virtua? I don't know. Virtua Tennis 2009. If you played the originals, the tennis game is okay, but it's not the most fun bit. The most fun bits are all the mini games, because you can play like snooker or pool, and you can do like giant skittles that you have to knock down by hitting a tennis ball at them. It's really good fun. So I really recommend the virtual tennis games. Any one of them. They're all pretty much the same. They might have the odd different game. Madden 09, another American football game. Probably not as good as Backbreaker, but you know, as I say, going for the complete collection. And I think, again, I picked it up for like a pound. This one I'm really looking forward to playing. Haven't played yet, but it's Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. Now, the reason I'm looking forward to this is because it kind of spoofs a lot of action games and action films, and sort of films from the 80s, starring the voice of Will Arnett and Neil Patrick Harris. I don't know who he is. It's not Doogie Howser, is it? Is it Doogie Howser? Is that Neil Patrick? What's his name? It spoofs sort of Die Hard and action heroes and kind of Arnie and all those really macho 1980s games that came out, and it's supposed to be really good. So that's one I really am looking forward to playing, and you can pick this up really cheap. You can pick it up for about £2 at the moment. Not an expensive game, but it's supposed to be brilliant. Right, next one is Red Faction. There's been about 3 or 4 Red Faction games. They're sort of open world games. They're not very big worlds, so I don't know if you call them open world. A slightly open world. But yeah, this one is one of the better ones. I think this one called Red Faction Armageddon, which I think might have been the last one. It might have been Armageddon, it might have been something else or something similar. And that was the last one that came out, because they're by THQ, and THQ went bankrupt because of that U-Draw thing they brought out. Some crappy art drawing thing, which sadly I have to get a copy of, because obviously I want to complete the collection, and I know you can pick it up for a £5 with the actual thing, so I'm looking for a copy at the moment. But I'm trying not to buy that many games online, because the problem with online games is you can buy it for £3 and then pay £3 for packaging. Breaks my rule. So I have to try and get them, you know, at car boot sales and things. Red Faction Guerrilla is actually one of the best Red Faction games, and they are good games. The next one is not a good game. Aliens vs Predator. Rubbish game. If you want to play a good Aliens game, play one of the ones that came out towards the end of the PS3, where you can play like the Ripley edition, and it's actually more based on the film. And I think there's the Nostromo edition, or Nostromo, and the Ripley edition, and it came out on the PS3 and the PS4. I'm not sure it came out on the Xbox One or not. That's one that I'm looking for the PS3, but at the moment it's about £8-9. However, this cost me £2, and to be honest, it was £2 too much, because it's poo. Dead Rising 2, played Dead Rising, loved it. Based on, really, George Romero zombie films, and Dawn of the Dead is one of my favourite films ever. If you've never seen the original Dawn of the Dead film, watch it. It is flipping amazing. There's no other film which is based almost completely in a shopping mall, with people trying to survive a zombie apocalypse, and then they defend themselves not only with a helicopter, the blade of a helicopter chopping zombies' heads off, but also with a custard pie fight with zombies. You've got to watch it, it's brilliant. The remake, don't bother, not so much fun. But the original Dawn of the Dead, awesome. And yeah, the Dead Rising games were really influenced by that. And the first Dead Rising game's brilliant, set in a shopping mall. This one I haven't played. I guess it's based in a place called Fortune City. One daughter to save, thousands of zombies to slay, and 72 hours to kill. What would Chuck do? I don't know what Chuck would do, but I would run. Yes, you can always have another daughter, but not another life. So there we go, Dead Rising 2. As you can probably guess, I don't have a daughter. Next game is Legendary. Picked this up for £2. Not played it. I think basically all the things from sort of Greek legends come to life and try and destroy the world. I think that's the plot. I think it's sort of an adventure-y style shooting game, and I know it's got minotaurs and other different monsters from the Greek period. Yeah, it looks pretty good though. Next one, Quantum Theory, another game I haven't played yet. Know nothing about it. Next one, Darksiders. Good game, Darksiders. I don't know if you call it a role-play game. Sort of a battling style game. The annoying thing about Darksiders is there's another game, Darksiders 2. And if you buy Darksiders 2, which is also on the PS3, so I'm going to have to get a copy of it, you get Darksiders free. I didn't know this. You know, I still felt like I had to get a copy of Darksiders, which I think I paid £1 for anyway. Next one, Rage. This is a shooting game. It's also... It's that way around. It's a shooting game. It's also a sort of driving vehicle mayhem style game. It looks like it won loads of awards. It said more than 20 awards at E3, one of the world's biggest gaming event sort of shows for press and media. Yeah, and it won loads of awards there. Pre-owned, it's $2.99. I got it for $1.49, and this is supposed to be a really good game. It's just showing how cheap you can actually pick up PS3 games if you're patient and don't just go, I want to get that game now. That's the worst thing you can do if you're planning on doing something like I'm doing. Don't do that. Go out, see what's on special that day, pick up those ones, then save the rest of your money for when you can pick up something else cheap. Don't just go, I'm going to buy, you know, this shop's got 20 games, I'm going to buy them all. You get a crappy deal. But, you know, that's just a tip for you. Next one, Air Conflict Pacific Couriers. There's a few of these games. I haven't played any of them, and I know there's 2 or 3 others I've got to pick up. True heroes know no bounds. It's World War II. Giant battles are raging in Europe, and a time has come when the Pacific region can no longer remain free of conflict. Get ready to test your valor in breathtaking missions across the sea. I don't know if you're in charge of ships, if you're in charge of planes. Looks alright. Haven't seen it in many places, and I paid £3 for it. It's Move compatible, so it'll probably be fun. Beowulf, what can I say? It's based on the film. It was 99p. I think Ray Winston was in the film. Alright, he's a daddy. I think he was in the film. It wasn't a great film, and the game looks sort of mediocre. It looks like one of those Lord of the Rings hack and slash style... I wouldn't call it a role-play game, but you know the Lord of the Rings games that came out on the PS2? And like Shadow of Mordor as well came out. You know, on the PS3 and PS4, I think. It's very similar to that, but not quite as good. And finally, my last game today is Motorstorm Pacific Rift. I played the original Motorstorm game, hated it because it was really floaty. Yeah, it looked amazing, but it was really, really floaty. Didn't get that into it. This is supposed to be amazing, so I'm going to give this a go because I do like racing games, and this is, you know, set in the Pacific, and it does look good. I had a look on YouTube at some other videos of it, so it does look really good. And sadly, I've got to pick up the one I don't like, but I know I can pick it up for like 50p, so I'm waiting to find it. Anyway, that's all from me for my complete PS3 collection for £5 or less. Join me again soon as I show more games that I picked up for the collection. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to subscribe. Cheers. Bye. Bye. Bye.